Hey boys, welcome back to some more Nrl Supercoach. It's going to be the round 17 review. I think I titled the last week's episode wrong. I think I had it round 17, but this is round 17. So the round 17 review, and we had a good week, a very strong week, pushing 1376. Topped off, well, really, I mean, it's not, we weren't saved by the captaincy choice, but it definitely helped. I mean, getting a big captain score in a week where no one else really went massive necessarily, especially the top captain choices. So that definitely helped, pushing us to almost 1400. And again, it was a bit of a week where I was like, I've seen a lot of 1400 scores. I felt like I was definitely above par, but we did move up 395 spots, which is, again, it's a pretty good jump. You know, being inside the 2K now, a jump of almost 400 spots is definitely, it's good. It's very good. So I cannot complain about that. Sitting, tick over 1800 overall, which, I feel pretty good about. I feel pretty good about coming into the third major buy and then coming into the back end of the season. So let us have a look how we went across the paddock. So, as you can see, we did have Pete Mazzoulis. Honestly, he looked it's not ideal, but he got 31 points. I thought he actually looked pretty good when he came on. And hopefully, I mean, Saliva Havili does a decent job as a fill-in, but hopefully, you know, it's his first game back from a long layoff, Pete, so he looked a bit gassed, obviously. Match fitness not there, so hopefully he can work into upwards of that 80-minute mark again. That'd be very nice, because he was playing 80 minutes pretty much the whole season. He only played 46 minutes, 31 points. I was really hoping I knew he didn't deserve it, but I was really hoping they were going to sneakily give him that try assist to fucking, what's his face? Oh god, I'm blanking on the name. The young prop who feels like he's been around for 10 years, but it's only still like 20. I can't think of his name. The cheapie, but obviously he did just pass it. If he just took a couple of steps out from dummy half and then gave it to him, like, he probably gets the try assist. But no, I mean, fair enough, he didn't get the try assist. He didn't actually do anything, but I was hoping it would have been a really nice little 20-point swing, but oh well. We couldn't get lucky on that one. But 31 points, 46 minutes. I mean, he does play this week, so it's another number. He has shown that he can jag a try. He doesn't run it a lot, but if he can do it, if he can jag something, they take on Manly. Their middles are a bit weak, so you never know. It doesn't, you know, at the end of the day, the dummy half doesn't really matter. Like, I'm happy to hold Sanders Smith until Sammy Walker comes back and takes his spot, basically. And then at that point, it's just either we bring in Harry Grant or Connor Watson. And honestly, Grant this week, I think he played 80 minutes. He looked pretty good, but still only punched out like 40 odd points. Like, I don't know. It may be Connor Watson. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. The front row, so Terrell May, 76 points once again, standout. Lindsay Smith, 53 points. We'll take it. He's been pissing me off. He's so much better Supercoach wise when he's actually playing prop and Isaiah Yo's in the team, funnily enough. He's still not fantastic. I would much rather have like a Fanor Blake and a Tarpany, but even those guys, I think Fanor Blake scored about 50, Tarpany maybe 60, so yeah, it is what it is. Lindsay Smith, 53. He didn't play huge, but how many minutes did he play in this one? What did he play? Only 45 minutes. That's pretty disappointing. The question mark now, he's definitely a potential trade out, especially because we got Keon, who is a dual front row forward now as well, so we can swing Smith into second row if there's a second rower, or if we want to bring in a better prop. Doesn't play 18. He does play 19, but again, fucking who cares? Like, he's been a real shitter for me, so fuck. I would like to get rid of him, but it's not urgent. I mean, if he plods away, it's fine. I mean, I'd prefer like a Tarpany, even a Fanor Blake, just for the potential upside, but we'll see. We'll see if there's any good options on the horizon. Payne Haas, a little bit back to the pack with a 45. It was to be expected. Surely he was going to get a little bit of a reprieve at some point. 54 minutes. Didn't quite have the impact in this one, but it's fine. He was the one guy I was happy to hold over the Origin period. He'll obviously miss this week. Every chance he rests in 19, but the Broncos probably need him. So, if you sold Payne Haas, you're probably feeling okay even after that ton last week, because he misses 18, potentially 19, and then he also misses 20 for the bye. But I was happy to hold and just not worry about bringing him back in, so it is what it is. Tino again punched out pretty low numbers this week, so feel good about that. And again, I guess that's, if we're holding Smith, we could just do almost a straight swap from Smith to Tino after Origin, so that could be the play. The back rows to Dylan Lucas, 59 points, pretty much all on base. Again, I mean, solid enough. Viliami Kikau, 66. Against Penrith, I feel pretty good about that. His base is still pretty good. A few offloads thrown in there. I thought he was actually owed a few more points. I thought he would bump up to about 70 odd, but apparently only 66, which is still, I'm pretty happy with that from Kikau. I'm a pretty happy owner, honestly. I just like the way they're using him. Obviously, he's been a focal point of their attack for a long time, but I feel like probably since he's gone to the Dogs, he's definitely had a few seasons of injury-riddled years. Like, I feel like this is the first year where he's been pretty injury-free, knock on wood, but I feel like since going to the Dogs, they've used him a lot, but he has also picked up injuries year on year, I feel like. So he's finally starting to get that consistent role with the added attack. So yeah, this could be the year of Viliami Kikau. Zach Hosking, oh, you beautiful man. All is forgiven. All is forgiven for Zach Hosking. Even though, like, again, his scoring has actually been okay after the updates because the scorers just do not like scoring Hosking. He's still punching out, like, 40 odd to 50 every week with nothing. But they finally use him in attack. It could have been, like, again, a bit of copium, but it could have been more. He almost went straight through a couple of times. There was like a couple of last-ditch effort tackles. So this could have been a monstrous score for Hosking, but we will take the 106. Fantastic. I really need to see what they updated because, again, he finished on about 90 in this one. Obviously, he had a couple of offloads, but again, I was looking at that score and I'm like, there's no way. And I know I keep saying this. I keep saying it. And in this game, I was like, I'm not going to check the scores. I was watching Hosking. I was actually a little bit, I was feeling good. He was getting involved a bit more in attack that game. And then at halftime, I was like, I got to check the scores. And I think he was on like such a low score. I'm like, they've done it again. They've done it again to my boy Hosking. They're not scoring him. I need to see what they updated him. Yeah, even the tackles, I think they had him down for like 35, 37 tackles at the end of the game, which is like okay. But yeah, 45 tackles, a try assist, I should say, with that beautiful offload. Yeah, he was sensational. And a lot more runs, which was great. He actually got his hands on the footy, which it was good to see. Good to see. He does play this week, which again is very nice against the Dragons. So I feel pretty good about the hold. Keon Kalamatangi, again, very similar Payne Haas, 45. You knew there had to be a game where he didn't play the 80 minutes. And this was that game. He played about 60 minutes in this one. Bennett finally gave him a bit of a spell, which I think is pretty well deserved. For Keon, it was always coming. Fair enough. And then Eli Katoa, just fucking unbelievable. I mean, he's just an absolute freak, Katoa. Those high ball, like there's a couple of good in back rowers. I mean, Nanai's great under the high ball, even like a kick out or a Kwatu, all those big back rowers are great, but he's on another level. Like when he puts the hammer down, oh, he's good to watch. He's very good to watch. It was annoying as a non-Hughes owner because fuck me dead, Eli Katoa, he does carry Hughes a bit. No, don't get me wrong. I think Hughes is a sensational player. Not in the sense that Hughes wouldn't be good without Katoa, but fuck me, his scoring would not be as good without Katoa. he got, oh my God, he got him a try assist off a kick with just a beautiful catch and offload, and then he got Hughes a try off his own kick with that offload. Like, bloke's a menace. Lockie Hubner with a 31. Obviously, he was back to the bench. It wasn't ideal. He is a trade out, but again, it's fine. I mean, I don't know. He might be a guy he just plods away. Eventually, if there's just no weeks where it makes sense to trade him out, then, and it could be this week. It could be this week for sure. But if there's no real weeks to trade him out, he will lose more cash and blah, blah, blah. But if he just plods along, fuck, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We might just enough him out at some point. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Obviously, I would like him named. He played 45 minutes, but yeah, he didn't really do much his first stint, and then he got involved a bit more. But yeah, he plays this week, which doesn't really matter. Yeah, he's definitely a trade out. It's just what we do with him. What is Mamazilla's break even? Okay, 70, so he'll lose cash, but that's, yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. Our halves, this is where it gets unfortunate. So Nico Hines, 62. It's fine. Like in King Tongia, 68 points. Oh, he's looking good. King Tongia is looking really good. Obviously I was keen to get in Latufanu. Latufanu scored about 40 odd. King Tongia though, 68 points. Like, he's just, I mean, he's definitely not there's definitely some low scores in him, but fuck, he's been pretty consistent. 43, 48, 60, now 68. Like, he had a couple of bad ones after we all bought him, but he plays 18, he plays 19. He's definitely a hold for now, and if he can make a good bit of cash, like, he could be a very good stepping stone back to a Cleary or someone of that ilk. But yeah, King Tongia, pretty impressed. Obviously didn't play him, but I'll take the 68. I'll take the price rise, and another 0 break even. So man's making some good cash all of a sudden. Our 5'8", so Lukey Metcalf, 35 points. Oh, disastrous. Did his ACL, which is terrible. Like, he was gonna be, honestly, this one hurts the most. Like, it hurts because this was like me going 1370 could have pushed to like a big 1400 if Metcalf scored well, obviously, but also just a bit of a swing for people that own Hughes, and a lot of people don't own Metcalf. Like, he's a pod hold. I was talking about it. He was going to be honestly, he would have been one of the holds of the season for me. I feel like he wouldn't have played this week, but then looking at the run home, Tigers in 19, Newcastle, who have been pretty good, granted, but then Gold Coast, Dolphins, Dogs are tough, but then Dragons, Gold Coast again, Para, Manly. Like, fuck, it would have been so good. But he's done his ACL. Just a really unfortunate one. And he looked pretty good as well. Like, he only 35 points. He obviously didn't play the full game, but again, it could have been a few more. He was looking pretty sharp in this one, but oh well, he is a trade out now, and I mean, it does allow me to get on. I mean, the question now remains, do I get Jerome Hughes? He probably is the smart play, really. He is the smart play to bring in, but we'll have a look. We'll have a look at what we're going to do there. Obviously, Campbell was out. And then our centre wing, so Herbie, once again, 86 points, just continues to do well. Over 900k. Jermaine Asako with a 65, so yeah, he just doesn't see any attacking footy, but he's kicking like 7-8 goals. Like, he's really solid. The 700k is probably a little over, so it's interesting. He potentially is a trade out, but who do they play in 19? The Sharkies have been pretty poor. And then the Cowboys, you could hold him a couple more weeks, I think, as Zarko. He might lose a bit of cash, but especially, I can't believe it. So, Jacob Kiraz, who obviously I was going to wait for this week. Obviously, he scored okay, but nothing crazy, so he'll lose a bit of cash. But now he's 18th man for the Blues. I mean, I feel bad for the people that brought him in, but I can't help that. That was very funny when I saw that he's going to be 18th man for the Blues. I don't know why. I don't know why he'd be 18th man. It seems very odd, but people like myself that were waiting on Kiraz, that's very fortunate. I mean, it doesn't. At the end of the day, it's not that big a deal because I would have brought him in anyway if he was playing, and I'm gonna bring him in next week regardless. So it doesn't matter. People that got on him, he's gonna be in your team for the rest of the season regardless. It's one of those ones that's probably very frustrating, but it is what it is. Lomax with an 88. Yeah, I get I did say that was the reason I brought him in were for the Titans and Dragons matchups. He scored about 80 odd in both of them, so I can't complain. But yeah, I just am like, if Moses was in the team, they could have been big scores. But obviously I'll take the 80 odds from Lomax. He's done very well for me. He's going to be obviously a very good keeper till the end. Happy with that. Josiah Karapani, 71 points, feels good. Scored a try. Obviously this week it's a little tough. So he's still got good base. So I still feel pretty good about that. But obviously Walsh, I guess Kiraz is the 18th man and now Reece Walsh is the 18th man for Queensland, which is also pretty strange. I really thought they'd pick Walsh at fullback. I don't know about Hammer at fullback. He's very good when the team is on top, but yeah, I don't know. I also don't know about Walsh in Origin this year either. It's a bit of a tough one. But Walsh 18th man, it definitely hinders Karapani. But I guess you still got, Ben Hunt should be back, Mam and Reynolds. So it's still a pretty strong attacking team. So I still don't mind. Karapani now, what's his break even? Should be real. It's still negative 28. He made $126,000. And then he plays. So tough against the Dogs, but the Dogs are also missing quite a few players. And then the Titans in 19. So a couple of really good, or pretty good matchups, especially Titans, and then a bye. So potentially around 20. Definitely could look to trade him out. But again, he's playing on that left wing. The Broncos, their attack to that left side is just killer. So, I don't know. Then Para and South at Suncorp. So, maybe you do just hold him. Be interesting. Billy Smith and Hiroti obviously didn't play. Pappenhausen with a 48. People were... I don't know if he was that popular as a captain. Vice captain, I could understand. But, yeah, against the Sharkies, they've been pretty high-scoring game in the past, the Shark Storm, but I didn't really like the matchup for Pappenhausen, 48 points. Thankfully, I took the punt. Well, not the punt, but I was worried about the weather, and when I was watching, I'm like, fuck, it's pissing down, but Drinky just he carved them up as he likes to do against the Titans, so that felt good, 134. The interesting thing, so Ruben Carrick with a 93. Now, again, the scoring is very, they take so long to update. Usually it's annoying. This was one of those times where I was pretty happy they took a long time because I think Garrick was on about 86 at the end of the game. And for me, I had a free loop, basically. I mean, I did have a dummy half, but again, I was expecting Mamazulis to score about 30 odd, which he did. So I had a free loop in my dummy half spot. And if they'd updated Garrick to get up to 93, I would have taken the loop. Honestly, a free loop, 93 points, you take it. I think you take it, but he was on 86. I was like, you know what? We'll ride it. We'll take the punt on Drinky, and it definitely helped us in the long run. Quite a few extra points there. So I don't know. There's just something about 80 points, 80 odd points, even high 80s. There's just that tipping over to 90s, which it just feels a lot better to take the double points. So yeah, in the 80s, it just doesn't feel right. But anything over 90 with a free loop, I'm like, I would take it. But thankfully, he didn't update till obviously late like they always do, so that's fine. Moving forward, let's just have a quick squiz at numbers. I mean, I think we'll be doing pretty... Like, I've already looked, and we are doing pretty well. There are a lot of teams, or a lot of good players on the bye, but we'll have a full quartet of fullbacks, which is beautiful. Campbell, they're on the bye anyway, aren't they? Yeah, they're on the bye. So, yeah, Campbell's not playing. Hines out. King Tongia. We're obviously trading Metcalf. So, there'll be someone for him. Keon missed out on Origin again, so he's in. I thought he might get the nod. Lockie Hubner, my boy's still going strong. He's going to be that dud that I just hold all year that I really should have traded out, but it just, I don't know, it's just never really, there's just been other priorities, I guess, one of those years. There's no Payne Haas, obviously, and then Sandon, Smith, and Mamazoulis, I guess. We'll start Sandon. I don't know why. Let's just do it. So how many players we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we got 15 with a couple of duds. Sandon, Smith, Mamazoulis and Hubner. And potentially Tongia, but they've got it's a tough matchup against the Raiders, so that could be a little tough. But yeah, they're still pretty strong, and we're definitely, well, I don't know, yeah. We'll trade Metcalf. We probably are just going to go to Hughes. Let's have a look at around the grounds. What is Hughes' price? How do people score? So Hughes, Drinky top scored. Tell us Duncan. I mean, I remember looking at Duncan weeks ago, and he just wasn't, on the edge, he just wasn't doing the job. But man, he's pulled out a couple of big tons in the last few weeks. So anybody that jumped on him at like high 300s, doing pretty well. Hemiso scored 4 tries. Val Holmes went well. Shibazaki, a bit of a rebirth for Shibazaki, now playing Origin. So what a turnaround for Shibazaki. Jerome Hughes 680. That's it's a bit annoying that he's 680. Like, yeah, I am going to have to spend money, but I do have a lot of money to spend, so that's fine. He's obviously, yeah, I mean, this is what hurt us. Like, I mean, he's gone up, down. That's for sure. Like, he has not been consistent. He had a big ton here. That's when did he get a rest? I think he got a rest in that one. 41 against the Sharks, 32 against the Titans, when a lot of people brought him in, obviously, for that the backup game. 136 against the Cows, then backed it up with a 45 against the Rabbits, which should have been a big score, and then a 113 against the Sharks. Now he's got Cowboys, Newcastle. The big thing with Hughes, though, if we bring in Hughes, like, you want to get Cleary back as soon as possible, really. It's just, so it could be a couple week play for Hughes. Now I've still got a fair few trades, so it might still be worth it. And maybe we decide to go Nico Hines out instead, although it looks like a pretty tough run. Like, after Manly, you got Roosters. Para's good, but then Broncos, Penrith, Dogs, Roosters, Broncos again. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it does make sense for this week. Who else went well? Isaiah Katoa, 111. Kid's actually, I mean, I love watching Katoa play. I'm not interested in picking him up, but fuck, he's been good to watch. And he's been good Supercoach-wise as well. He's averaging a tick under 70. He's actually averaging more than Jerome Hughes this year. Eli Katoa, James Schiller continues to bang out tons. Who else have we got? Dill Edwards. Obviously, you're not going to pick him up yet, but he could be a sneaky option for the run home, because I remember looking at the Panthers, and this is why you also need Cleary back. So whether or not they play 19, we'll see. But that's a good game against Para. Then South, then Tigers, Gold Coast, Newcastle, Storm, Canberra Dogs, Dragons. It's a really good 5-week play. I mean, the rest of Dylan Edwards is rock solid regardless, but yeah, Could be a sneaky Dylan Edwards play after Origin if you wanted to flick off. I don't know. I mean, a Drinkwater or a Pappenhausen, I guess. You wouldn't get rid of Teddy, that's for sure. Who else went well? I mean, Bo Fermor went well. Simi Sasungi filling in for Hudson Young was really good. Jacob Preston, fucking 90 points. That was, I mean, he got suspended for a while, so I wouldn't have kept him anyway. But obviously, I started with him at the start of the year, and then I got rid of him when he was stinking it up. Cody Walker looked back to his best, but did his Hemi again, so no downgrade option there available. Jerry Marshall King. Cleary with an 86. So what's Cleary at? 740. He's going to have 100 break even. I mean, he could hit that any week. So yeah, mid 700s to low 700s. That's definitely as low as Cleary's really going to get. Who else went well? I mean, Kurt Donohue's been really good for people that picked him up at hooker. It would have been a good idea, honestly. He's been rock solid. Terrell, DCE, Tommy Trebojevic looked pretty good at center. Horsburgh 74. Yeah, so some decent scores. I mean, fuck, even Ezra Mam. I mean, I got Metcalf to trade out. Ezra Mam. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. We'll have a better look at the what's it called? Draws coming up and stuff. Aaron Clark finally didn't hit 80 points, 62. Tarpany 62. Yeah. Moale, there he is, 60 points, scored that try. Lehigh Hapawade, 59 points. He had a bit of a shocker, but still scored 59, got that try assist. So Lehigh was tempting, but I gotta say, the way they're using him and Trebojevic, I don't particularly love Lehigh. I don't mind, they take on South, it's a good matchup. It's just, Tommy's taking a lot, he's roaming at center, so he's taking a few of those balls. But in saying that, Tommy did sweep and link up with Lehigh to set up that try. He did give him that try assist, basically. So, I don't know. It's one or the other, I guess. A bit of good, bit of bad. Tino, 57. He's down to 570k. What's his break even going to be? Still 98. So, yes, an almost straight swap with Lindsay Smith after. So they miss this week, then a backup against the Bronx, which honestly he'll probably play. He'll want to play. And then he could be a great trade in round 20. But if he's still busted, I don't know. I mean, I'd much rather him than fucking Lindsay Smith, don't get me wrong. But yeah, he's obviously dropped off quite a bit since Origin. Kiraz with a 56. Honestly, I thought he'd update a lot more than that because he had about 6-7 offloads. How many offloads did he get? It looked like he was off. He finished on about 50. I thought he'd update to 70, if I'm being honest, because of the offloading. But apparently not. There we go. What did he have? Few tackles. Yeah, only 2 tackle busts, which is only 4 offloads. Nah. He definitely got dudded 3 offloads. No. He had way more than 4 offloads in this game, so I feel bad for people that picked him up because I was watching it and I was like, fuck me dead, he will not stop offloading. He definitely offloaded more than 4. I also want to see what Kickow, how many did they give Kickow? Where is he? What did he score? 67? Because I know there was definitely one ineffective offload for Kickow, but I just want to see if they dudded my boy Kickow as well. So a couple of 4-8-12, I don't know. They're saying he had 4 offloads, but one of them was ineffective. He definitely had an ineffective one. I feel like he had maybe 1 or 2 more, but maybe probably 4's about right for Kickow. I thought maybe 5, maybe 6, but Kira's definitely had like 7 or 8 offloads, but that's fine. As a non-owner, I'm happy about that. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up round 17. I feel good. We got 15 trades coming in. We do have 3 trades this week for the major buy. We're probably not going to use 3 trades. I wouldn't think we would, because we got enough players as is. But obviously we're trading in, I mean, for the buy, but also for the long term as well. If there's good options to get in for the rest of the season, then obviously we'll go with it. I'm not worried about that at all. But yeah, we'll see how we shape up. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.